to Houston. Third ticket to Miami to be punched here. A quarterfinal matchup. Puerto Rico looks this way. Willie Castro, the versatile one. He's at second base. Daryl Hernaiz hit the walk-off homer, the big one down at Iram Bithorn Stadium. Arenado's at third. Cortez of the Athletics is in right field. Manuel Rivera at first. Going from Verona, Italy, Sam Aldegheri.
Yeah, Aldegheri was brilliant in Italy's 8-0 win over Brazil. 4 2/3, 1 hit allowed, a couple of walks in H. He did against Brazil. This is a much deeper lineup for Puerto Rico than Brazil, but Aldegheri needs to remain aggressive.
You see that defense, there's a change there. Thomas Sajase, and maybe banged up. He's not in there right now. He did take batting practice. First pitch on the way, and Aldegheri throws strike. Changa bands have already started here for Team PR. That one fouled back and out of play. And Aldegheri, who looks super. '94. He will be a Colorado Rocky. Fly ball, left field. That is deep. That is gone. One
Paid dearly.
The other homer was from this guy. Fly ball right field. Caglione with room, and he makes the catch.
Another look at the home run.
Arenado now. Arenado did not have a particularly powerful pull play.
Good changeup there from Aldegheri. That's really the pitch he's going to need. This team, Puerto Rico, very aggressive swing.
With the Angels, spent time in the minors, got to the big leagues last year. A swing and a miss.
That's that hard breaking ball. More of a slurve type breaking ball had Arenado out front.
Carlos Cortez stands in. For Puerto Rico, their lineup does not have Francisco Lindor. Fisher is there and makes the catch. What a start. Willie Castro jumps a changeup and puts it in the seats and puts Puerto Rico up 1-0. Has given Puerto Rico a 1-0 lead. Italy now, their first look at Seth Lugo.
2024 behind Tarek Skubal. Bounced around for a while between the bullpen and the starting rotation with the Mets. Always wanted to be a starter.
Pitch misses out, and it's 2-1. And Tanachi is at second base. And so you've got Thomas Sajase right behind Antonacci.
Pretty good pitch from Lugo. I think he was 2-2. He falls behind 3-1.
That's out. And a leadoff walk. Antonacci is aboard. Sajase will follow. Vinny Pasquantino has just 3 hits, and they're all home runs. Dominic Calzone, big power. Caglione hitter, he's 6 of 12 with a couple home runs. And Tanachi away from first. And Sajase takes a strike.
Lugo also very good at controlling the running game.
They're 3 of 3 in their 4 games. Sajase gets jammed and fouls it back.
Yeah, this is a slider and a sweeper and a change. You got all that, Rich?
That's 9 pitches there. 0-2 pitch. Rolls it foul. Are there enough buttons on PitchCom for all of those pitches?
I think when he's on, he can command most of them.
Ricky ball is outside. If you're just joining us, 2024 when Lugo was an all-star. That's a strike. Throw down to first. And back in, a strikeout of Sajasi. Has not homered. One of the few Italian players, regulars, that hasn't homered. Breaking ball is a strike. Marcia of the Marlins through the minors. Ball and a strike. This is a decidedly Puerto Rico crowd.
Another close pitch. Maldonado.
Bill Miller's at first. John Byrne, the Aussie, is at second. Zdenek Zidek out of Czechia is at third base, and that's another walk.
Terrific at bat by Marcy. Didn't chase the 2-1 or the 3-1 that appeared to be about a ball. Interesting. He has a chance to watch Lugo a lot during the regular season. Both teammates of the Kansas City Royals. It can work in your favor.
Got good speed out there for Italy. It is the quarterfinals. That's a big rip and a foul ball. So far. Nope. Didn't come far enough. Crowd reacts. And Lugo having trouble finding the 2-2. Was on that, fouled it right back.
Good fastball there from Lugo, 95 miles an hour. Tried to lull Vinny Sweet with a couple of back.
1 out, 2-2. Line drive, off the glove of Hernandez. Runner coming home. Italy has a run. And Tanachi is in.
It was a slow, gets a breaking ball here that's up in the zone, hits a line drive, and he's just wishing this could find some outfield grass. Deflects off the tip of the glove, and Team Italy able to score their first run.
What an answer that is. JP?
The conversation there with Pasquantino, Canzone, and Caglianone. Remember, 7 of the 9 hitters.
Starting with Marcy. Here's Canzone. Up the middle, into center field. That's a base hit. Here comes Marcy on the way in. 2-1 Italy.
Italy doing what they've done all.
At the corners now, still 1 out. Another lefty bat and a lot of power with Caglianone.
Some really good at-bats here in the bottom of the first inning.
Arenado creeps in at third. Infield back for... And you go back to the at-bats by Antonacci and by Marcy, taking close pitches. That 2-0 pitch. Line drive, base hit, right field. Again, Pasquantino scores. Italy 3-1 here in the first.
Boy, quick answer back by Team Italy. The season playing first base for the Royals.
Lefty-lefty matchup. This is Fisher. Does not check his swing, and that's strike one. Giovanni.
In this inning, you certainly don't want to fall behind much more than 3-1. We've kind of seen it in a different way. Team Italy is on the ridge. Antonacci and Marcy. Terrific at-bats off a guy like Lugo, who doesn't walk many.
There's a ton of power in the middle. Second. Caglianone at first. And the 2-1 to Fisher.
Another really good take. Pretty good pitch by Moran.
Major leaguer. Always considered a great defensive catcher. And that pitch misses outside. And Puerto Rico can't throw strikes. Third walk. along with 3 hits.
Team Puerto Rico, even though the game started with that Castro homer, really not a team that's built to score runs in bunches and hit the long ball.
Who injured his hamstring and is out for the rest of the tournament. Durazio has homered, and with each game behind the plate, getting more familiar with each pitch. Middle infield back for 2.
Good changeup there from Moran. At Durazio out front.
Durazio hits that into left. Ramos is there, makes the catch. Runner tags. 4-1 Italy. Canzone scores.
Team Italy with the runner on third and less than 2 outs. Try to get the ball in the air if you can.
This is Nori. The 21-year-old takes a swing and a miss. He's really opened some eyes. Toronto native. Watch the games here. First round pick of the Phillies, 2024. There's Dad. Gaglione at second, Fisher at first. Strike 3 called. Inning is over, but what an inning for Italy. After 4-1.
Instead, Pasquantino drives in the run and then has a conversation with the next 2 hitters, Dom Canzone and Jack Gaglione. Both of them able to locate the fastball. He walked both Antonacci and Marcy on mislocated fastballs. And then Pasquantino, curveball, Canzone, curveball.
In their lineup. Popped up infield. Antonacci calling for it, and he makes the catch.
Big inning here for Sam Aldegari.
This tournament. Ramos, a San Francisco Giant in the WBC.
You touched on it in the open. Not having Lindor and Carlos would be difficult for them to play catch-up. Long ball really not in their favor.
You know, the other name is Javi Baez. Had nothing to do with insurance. Aldegari splits the plate. It's 3-1. Almost 21 home runs last year for the Giants. His 3rd full season, and he walks here. So Eddie Rosario. Manuel Rivera. Big leagues. Best year with the Twins from 17 to 19. It's a strike. He averaged 27 homers a season. So he's got pop. As you see there, the NLCS MVP back in 2021. And now Puerto Rico doing exactly what Italy did. And he lost them. And Rosario screams into the Puerto Rican dugout. Let's go.
Yeah, just what you don't want to have happen, and talk to a pitcher and slow him down. Like having another coach on the field. Cervelli of Fasano and Jorge Posada, also part of that coaching staff with Team Italy.
And obviously with Cervelli. Swing and a miss by Matthew Lugo.
Good changeup, pulled the string.
Is one of the base coaches, the first base coach. High pop.
You would throw bullets.
1-2. Hit him, I think. The ball ping-pongs off the catcher. And it is. He's a hit batter. It's not a loose ball.
To go to the bullpen. Jacob in for Team Italy.
And he hits Maldonado. This This is already a crazy game.
Run batted in. More importantly, another run for Team Puerto Rico.
Now the switch hitting Castro, who homered from the other side. Again, Inng looking for a ground ball to escape. One and two.
That's about that change of pace, that slow changeup.
There it is again, and that's a big out to get for Italy.
He uses the fat changeup down and away.
And nice now. Breaking ball strike. This is outside, and it's 1-1. Puerto Rico has just the one hit. Jacob to the plate.
At 87 looks 95 after a steady diet of changeups and
Otto. Chopper. So JC gets the outs. A messy inning, cleaned up somewhat. Italy keeps the lead, but it's
Season stalwart Yadier Molina, a future Major League managerial candidate, and Jorge Posada in the dugout alongside his former the legacy.
Amen. A 1, swing and a miss. Top of the order for Italy in a game that regular season. The record holder is Pudge Rodriguez, with Carlton Fisk behind him, Bob Boone behind him, and then Yadier Molina with strike 3 called.
yeah, good breaking ball there by Moran. He looks a lot more comfortable.
So JC called out on strikes in the first.
Take a look at Moran. Good fastball there, 93 miles an hour. Ties up to JC.
That's how it ended. Here's the 1-1. Foul back to the screen.
Relief pitching played a big part of that Team USA win. Miller made quick work in the 9th inning. 3 strikeouts.
Quick is a good word for Mason Miller. Into left field, that's a base hit for JC. And a 1-out single. Now you got the 3. Marcy walked back in the first inning. Moran throws a strike. A lot of lefty bats lined up. Starting with Marcy, 5 straight in the middle of the lineup.
Of their pitch mix. Right in the heart of the order of the lefties here for Team Italy. I think you and I both. Team Italy made it work and they chased him in the first.
Into the bat, a little floater, and it lands, turning second, hustling to third is JC, and it's first and third for Italy with 1 out.
First, he picks up where the ball is. He sees where the outfielders are. There was no stopping him. Terrific read. He makes it easily into third.
The corners. Eduardo Rivera is in. Middle infield back for 2, corners in, and a fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1.
This is a big dude with a breaker to go along with it. Only thing that has plagued Rivera early on in his career.
1-1 pitch. Well, he threw his first fastball for a strike, but has missed with 2 in a row. Then he took his A cut.
Lot of
All fastballs. 2-2.
Well, you can see Maldonado wants that one. That looks like it.
See if the runner starts from first. Marcy. He goes. Swing and a miss. Maldonado thought about throwing, but holds on to it. And Marcy steals the bag. There's 2 out. Canzone now. 1-1. He was trying to direct Canzone. What do you make of this?
Everything has been away to the lefties and cutting away.
How much of that is he loves his fastball?
And away to lefties.
3-1 pitch. That's away to that lefty. And it's out of the strike zone. And the bags are loaded.
I think if you're Caglione right now, you almost have to sell out.
Little check swing.
When you have as much movement as Rivera does.
0-2. Swing and a miss. And Puerto Rico gets out of it. Italy leaves it loaded.